What happens when your lies become louder than the truth? This is the story of a boy whose playful lies led to something no one saw coming. And he learned the hard way that some games aren't worth playing. In a peaceful little village, surrounded by green hills and thick woods, lived a young boy named Liam. He was cheerful, full of energy, and always looking for fun. But there was one thing Liam didn't like: being bored. Every morning, Liam had one job: take the village's sheep up the hill to graze and keep watch. While it might sound peaceful, for a 12-year-old boy with a restless mind, it was dull. No one to talk to, nothing to do, just the wind, the grass, and the sheep. One afternoon, after tossing pebbles, chasing butterflies, and even trying to talk to the sheep, which, by the way, weren't great conversationalists, Liam had an idea, a mischievous one. Liam stood up, cupped his hands around his mouth, and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! Help! There's a wolf attacking the sheep!" Down in the village, the townspeople froze. A wolf! That could mean disaster. Without hesitation, they grabbed tools, ran up the hill, and reached Liam, panting. But there was no wolf, no panic, just a boy laughing. "You should have seen your faces," Liam chuckled. The villagers weren't amused. Old Man George frowned. "Don't ever joke about that, Liam. A real wolf could come someday." But Liam just shrugged and went back to lying in the grass, giggling at the prank. A few days later, Liam was bored again. The memory of the villagers rushing up the hill still made him smile. Why not do it again, he thought. So once more, he cried, "Wolf! It's back! Hurry!" Again, the villagers dropped everything and ran. But just like before, no wolf, just Liam grinning wide. "Gotcha!" again. This time, the villagers were angry. "You're wasting our time, Liam. Next time, we might not come." Liam rolled his eyes. It was just a joke. No harm done, right? Then came the day Liam never expected. The sun was beginning to set, casting long shadows across the hills. The sheep were grazing quietly. Liam was sketching something in the dirt with a stick when he heard it, a low growl. He turned and froze. A real wolf. It crept from the woods, eyes glowing, teeth bared, inching closer to the flock. Liam jumped up in fear and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! Please, somebody help!" He screamed louder, waving his arms desperately. But down in the village, no one came. From their homes, the villagers heard Liam's cries. But this time, they just shook their heads. "Not again! He thinks we're fools." Even Old Man George said, "Let him yell. Maybe he'll learn his lesson." But up on the hill, Liam was in real danger. The wolf snarled and lunged at the flock. Liam tried throwing stones, shouting, doing anything to scare it off. But he was just a boy. By the time the wolf ran off, several sheep had been killed, and Liam was left trembling with tears in his eyes. Later that evening, Liam walked back to the village, dragging his feet, sheepless and ashamed. He didn't need to say anything. The look on his face said it all. The villagers gathered around. No one scolded him. No one said, "I told you so." They were just disappointed. Old Man George placed a hand on Liam's shoulder and quietly said, "Lying may seem small, but it can cost big. Not just trust, but lives." Liam nodded, eyes still wet. He had learned his lesson, but it came too late for some of the sheep. From that day on, Liam changed. He took his job seriously, never cried wolf again, and earned back the villagers' trust, slowly but surely. He even trained a sheepdog, learned how to better protect the flock, and started helping others understand the importance of honesty. He became known not just as the boy who lied, but the boy who learned. From this story, we've learned something powerful. Trust is built on truth. Lies may seem harmless, but they can hurt people when it matters most. If people can't believe your words, they might not believe you when it counts. So always tell the truth, even when it's not exciting. Because honesty isn't just a virtue, it's a responsibility. Have you ever told a lie that got out of hand? Share your experience in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more inspiring stories with real-life lessons.